I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me.
Hey cuties, it's your girl Uma. Welcome to my channel. If you're coming across my channel on your screen for the first time, welcome. And to my returning subscribers, my landlord, thank you for always coming back. Guys, it's a party vlog. Who is excited? Because I'm excited. I hope you're also excited. Actually, this must be one of the quickest and fastest job that I've taken. So I was contracted to, come cover this particular wedding event. It's not your typical Owambe vlog, right? It's more like a wedding ceremony that will leave you in if there is anything like that. So I actually had to cover the behind the scenes from start to finish before, the event proper. I got to the hotel. It was Radisson Blue at Ikeja. So I got in and I was like, a lot of people were here, photographers, videographers, all of them, the makeup artists, the hairstylists, some of her friends, they were here. I was like, let me take a look at the bride, because it's one thing it's been, called to come capture, interesting things and memories, and another thing with rapporting with the person that you have to capture. So at this point, I looked at her and I saw that she was very goofy. I decided to play one or two things, and she was giving me the vibe that I liked. God, I enjoyed filming this. I saw that a lot of people were, taking care of her, and I decided to get some stops from her people just to cover some props I'll be using for reels that I'll be posting on other social media platforms. Guys, I'll leave my business handle for IG on the description box, so you go check out all of these cool clips, and I'll leave in some here as shorts so that you can also interact. I don't know why people are very stingy with interacting in shorts, but I want you to, leave me comments. Recently, I've decided to start opening the comment section so that I can get cool, appreciation. Is not easy. Guys, so let's gossip small. Is it just me, or have anybody heard about the conflict between content creators and professional videographers and photographers? I'm not going to say a word on it, but I just want you to tell me if you heard about it, because I watched a particular clip on Instagram stating all of these facts, and I was like, they were expecting us to come and give our opinion, but I'm just like, nah, I'm not going to do this. So I went outside to start shooting videos like for my bureaus that would actually add to those reels and shorts, right? And I just saw this ambience from afar, and I was like, this is so beautiful. You can imagine if you have a very good photographer and then you're standing somewhere here, and then they take these shots for it, it's going to make mad sense. And that was how the inspiration for this shoe, bureaus came about. Forget I did shoot. I mean, it was literally something that just came to my mind about using all of our accessories as, props for shooting bureaus that would go into those reels and shots. And I was like, let me just tell this story here. That was the reason why I brought some of them here. It was actually nice. Aside the feel, aside the memories, good to show all of these things. So I got back inside and saw that everything was set. She had already put on all of her accessories that would be needed, and she was taking photos of these moments. So I decided to tease her in between, because there was this particular content that I wanted to capture. Aside the fact that I would capture behind the scenes from start to finish, they were recent trending content that I felt like I would like for her to do. So I waited patiently for all of the, video sections and picture sections to be done. And I could see how passionate she was about this. A bride would have been tired from all of this plenty work, but one would think that she was a model or something. So I saw her looking at herself, and I decided to tease her a bit, and trust me, she did an amazing job looking this pretty, maintaining this beauty. She was not feeling fine, guys. Legitly, she wasn't feeling too well. She had cold, but in as much as I know that it was her day and she needed to look good. She needed to be happy about it. I also felt that it took like an extra amount of effort to look good and stay put for all of the content guys to do their stuff. I would really commend her for that. At this point, we had to go to the downfloor to take videos and pictures of those places. I mean, rather simply, we did a good job trying to manage space and at the same time coming up with beautiful interiors that would make videos and pictures pop out. This is not my first time filming at this particular location, but I discovered that for every couple that I come here to film, there are different locations. I mean, if you can see it while looking at this video, imagine how this picture would turn out. It was actually a struggle having to film shoot contents in terms of reels and also cover it from the front hand view with these guys, but I did well. So I had to go back to the hall because there was going to be a traditional wedding, like an engagement, but before that the couple would come in for the hall review. I decided to go capture all of the deco details and do all of these things before guests would come in, and I hope you find it as beautiful as I did find it. It was very simple and it was so fine. Take a look at it for yourself, guys. So it was time for the hall review and the couple arrived the hall. I was expecting a mad ass reaction and I didn't get that, but I understand they were, sophisticated people. They don't need to show a lot of emotions. All those plenty things. We went back to the hall to continue taking pictures because trust me, these professional guys, they never get enough. Like, they want to take everything, and me now, wanting to take more is more content for me, and I literally enjoyed having to see this couple be in love all over and over again.
A few minutes later,
I got back to the hall to see that guests had already started arriving and they were getting familiar with each other, and I was like, okay, nice, let's have this. And it was actually nice. They had to start serving all of these beautiful things that I don't know what it was, but I had a taste later to find out that it was potato. I mean, I don't know who these vendors were, because for this event I wasn't really focused on what the vendors were going to bring, because You know me, I like food. I would have done that long before now, but I wasn't really associated with all of the things the vendors were going to be making. I was just centered on focusing on all of the memories that the couple would have and their parents. So the parent danced in, and it was part of the tradition to pay some money before you get access into the hall.
A few minutes later.
So at this point, it was time for the groom to dance in. He did dancing with a couple of his friends, and it was all vibes on vibes. Trust me, these guys legitly danced, even if they had to pay money at every point. This alaga, if you are not careful, they will rip you, like they will rip you dry.
Yoruba Jésù, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa rí Jésù Kristi, Olúwa wa, àmín.
Guys, so remember I said I was filming different content for this particular event. I wanted the groom and his friends to be part of this, so I told them to say a word for me. Look at what they did.
A few minutes later.
It was time for the bride and her friends to, dance in, and I was like, wait, can you please do my content for me? And they did it. It was not easy, but they did. Thank God for that. So guys, enjoy the rest of the video.
Thank you, madam. Perfect. And if we love, up for me. If we love, up for me. If we love, up for me. I want to know where I'm going to find the link. Then I'm going to be love, up for me. If we love, up for me. We're going to send that for fair. We're going to send that for fair. And we will come and push you. Every up for you.
So it was time for the bride and groom to dance in their, reception outfits. But at this point, it was unbearable. It was difficult to get all of the guests, stop filming. Everybody wants to film content. Everybody is a videographer. Everybody is a photographer. At this point, it was very frustrating, and we were, struggling to get the best angle. I tried, and they really did well. They danced well to the best that they can. Because trust me, it's not easy. I mean, having to, dance a whole day, prepare the makeup, changing of outfits, carrying out all of the ceremonies, trying to put on smile to make sure that your videos turn out well, even when you're having headache and everything. They really did try, and I must commend them, honestly speaking. At this point, it was time for their first couple dance, and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. Take a look at it for yourself, guys.